Hello everyone, Paul here from Fixing Foundations, and today I want to give you a brief tutorial on how to multiply fractions. Let's say we had something like 1 over 4 and we wanted to multiply it by 3 over 5. Well, all we would have to do is multiply these top numbers here, so that would be 3, and then we would multiply the numbers on the bottom here, which would create 20, and this would actually be our final answer, 3 over 20. I'll give you another example so that you could see. Let's say we had something like 7 over 6, and we wanted to multiply this by 4 over 3. We go through a similar process. We multiply 7 and 4. This will give us 28. And then we multiply 6 and 3, which will give us 18. But unlike the previous example where we were finished, we actually have one step left, which is to simplify this fraction, and we can take a 2 out of both the numerator and the denominator. So let's do that, and that will give us 14 over 9, and this will be our final answer. Let's try something a little different. Let's say we had 3, so we have a whole number, and we wanted to multiply this by 15 over 16. Well, what we could do is we could turn 3 into a fraction, so we could do 3 over 1, and we can multiply that by 15 over 16. 3 times 15 is going to equal 45, and 1 times 16 is just going to be 16, and this is going to be our final answer. Now I want to show you something to prove a point. So let's say we had something like 12 and we wanted to multiply it by 2 over 3. Well, we could start by putting 12 over 1, and we can multiply that by 2 over 3. 12 times 2 equals 24, and 1 times 3 equals 3. And we can actually simplify this by dividing 3 from both the numerator and the denominator. This will give us 8 over 1, or just 8. And as you can see, the answer that we got is actually smaller than the 12 that we started out with, and this is because we multiplied it by a fraction that was smaller than 1. And I want to show you something else. So let's say we had 4 and we multiplied it by 5 over 4. So this will become 4 over 1 times 5 over 4. This is going to equal 20 over 4, and we can take a 4 out of both the numerator and the denominator, and this will give us 5 over 1, or just 5. And in this example, you can see that we had 4, and when we multiplied it by 5 over 4, it became 5. So the quantity actually increased. So a rule of thumb to remember is if the fraction is greater than 1, then what the whole number you multiply it with will increase, and if the fraction is less than 1, then the whole number that you multiply it with will decrease. That's going to do it for this tutorial. If you liked the video, please leave it a like, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments below.